99% of people have no idea what this is. But after this video, you will be the one explaining it to your friends. See these tiny pieces of metal in a fox's mouth. What do you think it is? A tuning fork, some random metal stick, nope. It's actually a key. It just doesn't look like the house key we use now. Today, we're gonna crack open the secret of this fox key that 99% of people never notice. Konnichiwa, Yoshi desu. Let's take a little walk to Japan together. When you work in the shrine in Japan, you will often see two statues standing by the gate. Usually, they are lion dogs, but at rice and business shrines, the guardian is a fox. The most famous one, Fuji Minari Shrine in Kyoto, with the endless red torii gate. As you walk up the path, fox statues keep popping up on both sides. If you look closely, each fox is holding or stepping on something different. One has a key, another has a round jewel, another has a rice stalks, and another has something like a squirrel. One fox doesn't carry all four. Each statue gets just one of these tools. But honestly, most people just see the fox face, take a picture, and keep walking. So why were these four things picked in the first place? First, the rice stores. Inari is originally god of rice, farming, and harvest. The rice stalks basically means, please don't let us starve this year or next year. When a fox holds rice in its mouth, it's like saying, I'm watching over this town's food supply. Second, the key, today's main character. If rice is harvested itself, the key is about where you store it and who controls that door. In old villages, the rice storehouse was basically the family's bank. Opening and closing the door meant power, wealth, and survival for the whole household. So a fox with a key in its mouth is like saying, I'm guarding this family's storage and chances. Third, the jewels, that round orb. This one is about the invisible power, luck, timing, and a kind of spiritual shield. If rice and the key are pure survivor, the jewel is the buff that makes everything go smoother. Fourth, the scroll. This stands for knowledge, skills, teachings, and sometimes even contacts. Later, Inari became a patron not just for farmers, but also for merchants and craftsmen. So people started praying for good business, good deals, and skills that actually work. The scroll basically says, even with the food, stories, and luck, without skill, you can still lose it all. Put it together, rice, key, jewel, scroll, that's the full survivor and the do better package. And the fox is a guardian and delivery guy holding that package at the gate. So why a fox and not the god itself standing there? Out in the real fields, foxes hunted pets that ate the farmer's rice. To farmers, that made the fox feel like a wild bodyguard for their crops. Over time, people split the roles. Inari as the rice god, the fox as its messenger. Foxes are smart, a little suspicious, and really good at reading the situations. From the god's point of view, that's perfect for filtering who gets how much blessing. So the fox stands at the gate with these four tools and kind of checks who come through. Now let's talk about tattoos. Why do we see so many foxes with a key in their mouths? First, their shapes. The key is a strong straight lines that contrast nicely with the curves of the fox. Second, the meaning of key is universal. Everybody gets it right way. Key to my heart, unlock my potential, a secret door only I can open. So a smart fox holding a like red key, I'm the one who wants and open my one's door. That's why out of four tools, the fox and key combo basically became the star in tattoo culture. Quick side note, this fox story even shows up in Japanese food. Inarijishi is that sweet fried tofu pouch topped with the sushi rice. People started offering fried tofu to Inari because folks were said to love it. Same with the Kitsune udon with a big slice of fried tofu on top. I seriously love Kitsune udon. On day, I want something sweet, salty, and cozy. That's my go-to. So even in food, folks enjoy meeting rice, tofu, warm soup, and being able to make a living. Alright, let's put all this into the tattoo language now. I usually break a fox tattoo down into 4 words: adaptability, boundary, protection, prosperity. So who is a fox and key tattoo really for? For freelancers, small business owners, and creatives who open their one door instead of waiting to be picked. For people who grew up with money or food and desire and now wanted to hold the key themselves. For people who survive with their senses and then turn that into real world skill. In one line, a fox and key tattoo says, I'm not just waiting for luck. I'm in charge of my own food, chances, luck, and skills. So next time you visit Japan shrines, don't just look at the fox's face. Check what it's holding in its mouth. Is it rice, a key, a drawer, or a scroll? And which one would you want on your own skin? If this story changed how you see fox tattoos, feel free to like, subscribe, and tell me what your fox key would mean. お疲れ様でした。